Okay, so greetings to all viewers. Let me minimize these things and then show. Okay, so this is a vacation classes management system I have written earlier on, and I added some new features, and so I'm making this video to show to my clients. Okay, so let me log out and then re-log in. So we have let me select a particular row and then we'll be logged in. So that is what we saw earlier on. So currently the system is able to display that is the total enrollment across all sessions. So we can see all sessions that we're having currently. We can view the display by all sessions or per a specific session. So for this very session, the enrollment was just a single student, but for this session there were 4 students, and so that's for the dashboard. That's what we have. This session we don't have any student in that session. So that is for the sessions, and that is what it displayed on the home page. So we can go to the page for creating the sessions, and these are the page for the creating the sessions. So we're able to add a session, for instance SHS1 February to April 2025, and then start date and end date. We will enter the session here. We select the start date and then we select the end date for the session, and that is for the sessions. We can look at courses and the courses or programs. We have business, general arts, general science, so we can enter all courses here for the system or into the system. I want this video to be very short, so I want to speed some things up so that the details are also, this is not the first video, there are other videos which goes into detail about how to enter all these things. They are all on the same page, so I think these videos we can watch them to see the details of how to enter and then edit and all this. It is user friendly, I think. So this is for the courses page or the programs page. So we can go to subject, and this is the subject that we are teaching, or what subject it is that we are teaching. All these subjects will be entered here in this field. So we are having additional mathematics, biology, chemistry, all subjects that we are teaching during the vacation classes will be entered in this field. Then we will now look at the courses and subject combinations. So we pick a course like business. We can see we are teaching mathematics or mathematics under business, additional math. So all the courses we have the subject that we are teaching under those courses. So these are the fields for managing those. So if I pick visual art, let me look at visual art, mathematics. Okay, so let me just add one. So let's say visual students are doing biology. Let me add that to it and then click it. You can see that biology has been added. So that's how we add courses, subjects to courses, or we do course subject combinations for the system. So that is for course or program subject combinations. This is how we enter them. So we can go back to our navigation and then we look at the student details. So here all students in the system will be shown here, and we can filter students across sessions, either for all of them per session or whatever. And then we can also look at it across courses. We look at our students across let's say for business. So this is the only student who is doing business, general art, and then, so we are able to check the system. Home accounts, we don't have any student who is in home accounts. So that is for the the student view, visual art, and we can check it for all students. Every student is having an image, the student's name and details, the contact, the school the student is attending. All these are shown here. The parent details are shown here. And then we can see the course detail. The student is offering visual art, and then under visual art is offering mathematics, additional maths, and English language. Then we can see the session details here. The student is taking this, it's another session, and he's a continuing student for the CS. And then he's paying an amount of 1,000 Ghana cedis. So that is how the students' listing will be shown here. So just by glancing, we can see students, all students that we are having in the system. We can search for a student. So we can filter. And we can view by either or we can view by a particular number of rows. We can view only 250 students, or we can view 100 students, or we can view all. So this is the registration, how students are registered. Upon clicking on the system assumes you want to edit the data. So the data will be pre-filled so that you can do your editing. So if we want to edit, we can go ahead and edit. You can see the student's name, the student's contact, the address, then the school, then an image of the student. We will pick it, or we can click this to go and select an image from the system. Then we go to parents detail, the parents name, the parents contact will be added. Then we go to the session details. So we select our session also here, any one of them, and then the mode, either the student is a continuing student or a pre-SHS. So we select that one here. So let me pick this continuing student, and then the course or the program. So let's say visual art, and the subject to be shown, so that we'll pick. So this, that, and then that. Let's say this. For editing, we don't use this button. If you click it, will not go. So we go to this page here, and then we click here to update. So the student's data will be updated. Or if it's a new data, we'll enter the new data. So that's for the student's page. Now we go to the payment. So for the payment, we can see the payment details. So this student makes an amount of, that's 145 cedis, and this is the amount that was left. So the payment, amount paid, amount left. So we can select a particular session. Let's pick this session, and then we can see what happens for payment across that session. So the student pays this amount in this session, and then that is what is left. We can also search. We can search. There's no student with this name. And then to make a payment, we have to select a session in which the student is located, and then we search for the student. So let's say this, and then we select the student, the amount the student is paying. Let's say 100 cedis, and then we pick 10 cedis, and then we enter, and then the payment will be entered successfully. So that is for the payment session. We can also move on to the application activation. This application is a prepaid system. It runs monthly or yearly or any number of times the clients want to buy it. So if we click this, we can see the activation information is displayed here. The number of days, the activation date, everything is shown. If there is more days to run, the system will run, but if there is no more day, the system will shut down. It will not work. So because there are more days, this is just a test. I'm just testing the system. That's why I've configured it to run this way. But for those clients who will be running it, if there are no days left, the system will shut down, and it will always notify you ahead of time before anything. So I think this, for now, these are some of the features this system is having. We can add new users to the system. I think everything is just self-explanatory. We can add users and their roles. So these are the various users and the roles. We have admin, teacher, student, whatever. In the future, I think to add more features to this system. So I think these are some rules that the system will allow in the future. But for now, I think we have only an admin. It's supporting only administration. But in the future, I'll be adding more features to the system because it's a young system that I created. I think for now that is currently what I have for the system. And so thank you very much for your time, and then I'll hear from you very soon, or we'll meet again, God willing, or we will interact, let me say it that way, because always I'll be on YouTube and then I'll be making updates to features that I add to the system and so on and so forth. Thank you very much for your time, and then we hope to interact again. Bye.